What's up YouTube? MrSt0rM here. Welcome to the storm. Let's get straight into the action today. I'll be playing 7 Days to Die console edition on the Xbox One. Now this is gonna be part 3 tutorial. This is part 3. Today's video will be part 3 tutorial, and it's gonna be rooms setups. It's gonna be room setups. I know in the last video, part 2 tutorial was laying out the walls, putting up the walls together, and I mentioned on the video that at the end of the video that I was gonna close up the opening for the ceiling, for the roof. So I did that off the video. As you can see, I already added the ceiling. So you see, here's the hallway. You see, this is the way it looks so far. I have to use the torches for now. It's not gonna stay, it ain't gonna stay like that in torches. I'm actually gonna go realistic. Once I get to that part, which I think it's part 6, then I'm gonna actually put the real lighting. So on that part, I'll actually show y'all how to set it up and everything. But yeah, on the last videos, part 2 tutorial was basically laying up the walls, and this was open out, and I mentioned that I was gonna do this off the video, put the ceiling, and actually I know I say it was 2 layers for the ceiling. It's not 2 layers, it's actually 3 layers, because it looked too high up. So I have to do 3 layers. So that's even better. So the walls are still the same, but the ceiling is actually 3 layers. So this is how it looks so far. This is the way it looks so far. See, here's the hallway. There's this hallway, you see. And then this will take you up to the bunker. I know I said it was gonna be over here, but the reason why I didn't do it here is because it's way to the edge of the bunker, of the perimeter. So that's why I have this here, so you could be actually in the bunker. I ain't gonna show you that up there yet until the next part video. Today's part video, part 3, is basically setting up the rooms, and pretty much it, just set up the rooms. Okay, so basically I'm gonna stay in here on today's video, part 3, room setups. I'm just gonna stay in this room pretty much. So I'm probably gonna start with the kitchen. Better yet, Versatile, how's y'all day today? How y'all doing? I'm doing great. I hope y'all doing great. Remember to push like, subscribe, and comment. And that's all I gotta say. Just push like, share, and comment. Push like, subscribe, hit the bell, and that's all I gotta say. So let's continue. So now I'm gonna start with the kitchen. Let me see, hold up. I'm gonna start with the kitchen. Today's part 3 is actually rooms and storage. So this is part 3. Okay, so now I'm gonna start with the kitchen. Okay, I already know how the kitchen is. The kitchen, okay, let me see, hold up. This is the storage room. This is the working area. This is the generator power room. This is, okay, before I get started, remember I mentioned the last part 2 video about the extra room for y'all to comment me? I only got 1 comment, okay? Only 1 person comment me about I should do the extra room, a shooting range. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna do a shooting range, but before I do that, I'm gonna make this room also an ammo room. I'm gonna have probably right here, I'm gonna make a room here first, at least probably big enough for a little room, just to have an area for storages for ammo, weapons, and then the other side it could be like a little working area to put the guns together and stuff. And then a little bit more over here, extending out that way, I'm gonna make the gun range. But I'm probably gonna do the gun range, shooting range off the video, because I'm gonna have to dig this more out that way, and then I gotta do that off the video. It's gonna be more time. But I can probably start the little room. Maybe I say this space, well actually I think it's too, maybe right here, somewhere right here, it's a good enough space for a little room, just for, like on this side I can put the storages for the ammo and the weapons. And then over here it could be or it'll be a wall right here. Maybe right here I can do a little working area to put the guns together, like a workbench or something, you know? And then have the storages for the ammo and stuff. And over here will be kind of like a door right here. And then this will be extended out more. That's where I'm gonna have to do it off the video. I'm gonna have to dig this out that way to do the shooting range. Because that's the whole purpose of a shooting range. You gotta have a long range, right? If it's not long, then it's not a shooting range. But other than that, I'm gonna start with the kitchen, because I already know how I'm gonna do the kitchen. The kitchen will actually be, the kitchen's actually, because that's the hallway. Okay, that's the bedroom, that's the storage, that's the extra room, right? The kitchen will be right here. I'm probably gonna change the door. Probably do something like this. The kitchen's right here. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Get started. I'm probably gonna have to change the floor style, because since it's a kitchen, I need to do this as a kitchen style. Okay, so I'm probably gonna have to do that off the video, is change the floor. And by the next video, part 4, you should see the difference. And I'm gonna show y'all on the next part video how the way the floor will look. I'm probably gonna have to do it off the video. But as for now, I'm gonna go ahead and do this side of the wall. Okay. Yeah, I better do that side of the wall. Since the doors, yeah, I better do this side. This is the way I'm gonna do this is the way I'm gonna do the kitchen. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the cabinets. I'm gonna see if I can find cabinets. This is a little freaking different from the 07 days. I know the 07 days you can actually, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do the cabinets. Because this is not very explanatory as the, see, it's not very explanatory. How can I do cabinets? That's the thing, I gotta get cabinets to start this. You need wood, huh? Wood and nails. That's the only cabinet there is? Man, because this is a kitchen, but I don't see any, like, this is one thing I don't like about this 7 days, because it's the old one, you can search stuff and you can find stuff quicker, man. Just give me a minute. Let me see if I can find it. I know it has to be. Okay, there we go. I found the cabinet. See, that's what I don't understand about this 7 days version. I don't understand. Like, you can't search. You just literally saw. I searched cabinet, and it didn't give me shit. See, it's not very explanatory as the old 7 days. See, there's even a refrigerator. I'm gonna have to have a refrigerator. There's a refrigerator. I don't know which refrigerator to use. I don't know if I should use the. I don't know which refrigerator to use. Okay, there's the cabinet. I don't know which cabinet. I guess we can use. guess we'll use this one right here. We'll use this one, and then we need to have something like this, I guess. Okay, so perfect. That's what I need. This is the bottom part. Okay, this is the way this is the way I'm gonna do it. Okay, so the refrigerator. Okay, let's start with the refrigerator first, because it's actually gonna be over here. Is that a refrigerator? No, weird ass refrigerator. I don't know if I should do that, or hold on, let me see. Well, that's a cooler. Under. Well, there's this type of refrigerator. Let me see. This one's better. Yeah. Refrigerator there. Okay. All you see, okay, you saw how I got the stuff, right? All you do is you go to the light bulb. You're just gonna have to find it. Okay, you're just gonna have to find. It's under player blocks, 159. I mean, everything should be in here. It's creative. I mean, everything should be in here with the cabinets and stuff. See, there's even the storages too. You see, everything's in here. Everything's in here, so you're just gonna have to find the stuff. And that's where it's kind of annoying, and you're just gonna have to look for the stuff. All this is just the cabinets, refrigerator, which I already start the refrigerator, right? Okay, so now I'm gonna start. Now I'm gonna get the cabinets. It looks like it's 2 cabinets. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do the whole thing like that. And I don't know if I'm gonna be able to have. Okay, so okay, the stove can be here. Stove will be there, and then the rest can be cabinets. Oh crap. That's the way it looks so far. Let me see if I got it right. That's about right. Now you get the top. I don't think that's. Yeah, I guess that's right. So now what you do. Well, hold on. Let me see if there's anything more. What's this? Oh, that's for the sink. That's for the sink. And I'm guessing that's cutboard. Then it'll probably be cupboard then. Yeah, it's cardboard. I actually like that better. I'll do this instead. Okay, so now you have something like this. See? Now you got something like that. So now, okay, so now that's it. For the stove, I don't know if there's a stove. I'm probably gonna have to do, let me see, hold up. I might have to do is, I don't think there's actually a stove in here. What's this? What is this? Is that a stove? Yes, it is. Or it's an oven. Or stove. Okay, so that's even better. So far, we have something like this. I don't know if that looks right, but I guess that's gonna have to do. That's it right there. That's the kitchen setup. Pretty much it. But what you can do, since the stove's there, this is what I'm gonna do. Actually, let me go get the... I know I kept my little... because this is the storage area right here. I'm gonna get some stone. Because since I have that stove over here... See, this is the way it looks so far. This is the kitchen, okay? So now I'm gonna have to change... off the video, I'm gonna have to change this floor to a different texture. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do this off the video. So on the next part video, you should see the texture a little different from the floor. And I'll show y'all. This is the tutorial, so yeah. So this is pretty much it for the kitchen. And what you can do is, because anyways, I'm gonna probably like change the doorway over here. So that way I can have this space for like a table. I can put a table right here, you know? A little table, and then you see, so this is actually perfect. This is a kitchen, okay? So since I got the stove here, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna craft a, because you can't actually use a stove. You can't actually use it. So I'm gonna craft me a campfire, okay? And what I'm gonna do is, like I said, you can't use a stove. You can't use it. So what you can do, you can put the stove there to make believe it's actually a usable stove. Have the stove, and then you just get you the campfire, and you put it on top of the stove, like so. Just like that. You see? Beautiful shit right there. So now when you come right here, now you can actually make believe that you're actually using the stove. So that's actually smart. Okay, so that's good. So now that will be the little area for that. I got a little refrigerator here. Maybe I should have put another refrigerator over here on this side. Wait a minute, why is it doing that? Oh my goodness gracious. Hold up. Let me try the other refrigerator. I don't like that. Why is it doing that? Unless I don't use the refrigerator. Ching-na. Hold on, let me try something. Let me try something. Give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Why is it like... You know what? I'm probably gonna have to... I'm probably gonna have to just... Damn it. What the hell's right there? Hold up. something right there? Fucking invisible. What the hell? What is it at? What the hell? It's like right there, huh? And let me see that. I don't know if I hit in the damn. It's invisible. I think I'm gonna have to do. I'm not gonna open that refrigerator. I think what I'm probably gonna have to do is. Well, see, now I'm just breaking the fucking block. But something's right there. It's not letting me put the refrigerator there no more. What the hell? He just like glitched through the damn cabinet? What the heck? Okay, so this is what I'm gonna have to do. I won't open the refrigerator. Okay? I won't open it. What I'll do is the cabinet that will be up here. Where's that cabinet at? The cupboard. I can probably use this cupboard right here for the drinks. Because for some reason, when I open the damn refrigerator, it doesn't like. It just stays open, which I don't like about that. Yeah, that one's better. Yeah, that one's better. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just use the refrigerator for decoration. I won't open it. I won't use it because every time you open it, that damn refrigerator stays open. And I can't use it again. See, watch, I'm gonna show you again, look. I'll open it, right? And look. It just stays open. I don't know why he's doing that. Unless I gotta put something in there. Let me see. Oh yeah, you have to put something. Yeah. Okay, so I see the problem. If the refrigerator is empty and you go open it, if the refrigerator's empty and you go open it, that's what's causing it. Like if you just go open it and it's empty and you just open it and you just go back, it keeps it open. Okay, so you have to have something in the refrigerator to be able to work. So I guess, well, that's not actually a drink. You know what? Let's put my jars in there. Speaking about the jars, I know when this game came out, like every time you drink the water, like your jar will get wasted. And I know in the old 7 days, you can actually keep your jars. Those of y'all that play 7 days and you play the old version, every time you drink the water, you always keep the jar, so which that's better. So when this version came out, this is actually 7 Days to Die Console Edition. That's what it's called, 7 Days to Die Console Edition. I know people get messed up about it, because I know the 7 Days to Die with the game disc, that's the old version, okay? On that one, when you drink water, you always keep the jars with you. When this version came out, the console edition, this version don't have the disc. You have to buy it from the store on your console, your PlayStation or Xbox. When this version came out, you couldn't keep the jars. But now it's been, you know how it's updates and stuff. Now they made it where you can keep the jars, which that's better. So I'm gonna leave my jars in here. So the way the refrigerator works, you gotta have something in the refrigerator to be able to use it. If the refrigerator's empty and you just open it and close it, That's what's doing it. That's what's leaving the door open. So if you're gonna use the refrigerator, I advise you to go ahead and put your drinks in there or something. Put something in there so that way you can work. You see, I can actually use it. Open and then see, because I have something in the refrigerator. If the refrigerator is empty and you just open it and close it, that's what's keeping the door open. So you have to have something in the refrigerator. So I'm gonna leave my jars in there, my empty jars, but it's gonna be for like drinks and stuff. So now I was thinking of putting another refrigerator over here. You know what? I'll probably do that. Put me another refrigerator. See, I don't like that one. That one's better. Yeah, that's much better. Oh yeah, I'll do that. Okay, so this is the kitchen. Okay, so this side will be the, what you see there, cabinets for the can of foods. And you can actually put some more storages up here. So there's plenty of space for that. So this is gonna be for, this is the little area, like the stove, that's pretty good. All you do, you just put the stove here, but you can't use the stove actually. Okay, you only can use it for storage. So you can make believe the stove you're using it. You can make believe that you're using the stove. So when you put your stove, all you have to do is put the campfire on top of the stove, so that way you can make believe that you're actually using the stove. So you see, you can come right here and you can see it makes you feel like you're using the stove. So there's a stove, refrigerator, there's the cabinets. Maybe I should add a sink. I'll add a sink right here. I think that's what this is over here. I think this is the sink right here. Yeah, I think that's supposed to be the sink. That will be a sink, stove, refrigerators, and the cabinets. Over here on this side, it will be the little, I can put a table over here with chairs and shit. And then the door I'm probably gonna change. I'm probably gonna change the door. I'm probably gonna put a wall here and then have the door right here on this side. So that way you can have a wall here. So you can do the table there. Okay, so that's it for the kitchen. So I'm gonna have to do off the video is I'm gonna have to change the floor. I'm gonna have to change the floor to a different texture to make it look more like a kitchen. I should have used the fucking floor, the wooden blocks. I mean the building blocks. I should have used the building blocks instead. So that way I could just take them off. But it's alright. I mean, it's a little space right here. I mean, I can do this off the video and change the floor to a different texture, to an actual kitchen style. So you're gonna see that different on the next video, and I'll show you in the beginning. But other than that, that's it for the kitchen. So now let's go to the working area, which will be this room right here. This is the working area. Actually, what I need to do, since we're already done with the kitchen, what I need to do, well, like I said, the door's probably gonna be over here, so I'm gonna see if I can find some signs. Let me see. Okay, so I'm gonna find some signs. I'm gonna need nails, of course. I'm gonna get some nails. And I'm gonna need to get more wood. I'm trying to find me some wood. Just give me a minute. Okay. I'm gonna make me a sign, okay? And the reason why, because I'm gonna put the name kitchen. Okay, so that's another thing I gotta show y'all too. So right now I'm making a sign. So here's a sign. Okay, I'm gonna put it. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna put it right here. And then once you put your sign, then you go right here and you just type kitchen. Kitchen. And it should pop up. See? Boom. Kitchen. You see? Kitchen. It's fucking tiny as fuck. It's small. But you get the point. Because anyways, I'm gonna block this out and I'm gonna put the door over here. Maybe like a double door, I don't know. But this is the kitchen, okay? So the kitchen's done. Okay, so, but I'm gonna change the floor off the video so you can actually look more like a kitchen. So that's it. And I actually probably gonna do off the video, maybe I'll add the tables over here. Because I can't do it right now because of the floor and stuff. So probably off the video, as I'm changing the floor, I'm probably gonna go ahead and add the tables off the video as well. And like I said, on the next video, you're gonna see it, the floor, and then you're gonna see the table that pretty much the table is gonna be over here. And maybe some more crates and stuff. Okay, so that's it for the kitchen. So now let's go to the working area. The working area will be right here. It's the power room. Okay, this is the shooting range. No, that's the storage room. Shooting range is gonna be over here. Yeah, so that's the shooting range. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started on the working area. So the working area is gonna be, I'm actually gonna do it on this wall right here. Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna do it on that wall. So for the working area, okay, I'm gonna need a workbench. Let's start with a workbench. Let's see if I can find a workbench. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find a fucking workbench. Let's start with a workbench. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it unless it's in the. Let me see if there's a workbench in here. Because usually it's supposed to. Okay, workbench. Perfect. So the workbench, I'm gonna put it right here. The workbench. Okay, the workbench will be right here. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do the damn thing right. So that's the workbench. Okay, I need to get the forge. The forge will be next. The forge will be. Where the hell's the forge? Where's the forge? What the heck is that? Oh, the forge looks different. What the heck? I was expecting it to be a different shape. Okay, so now we got the workbench is here. So now the forge is right here. Forge there. Workbench, forge, and then chemistry station. Where the hell is the chemistry station that I put it in my damn inventory? What the fuck? The chemistry station will be right here. Actually, let's put it over here. Well, I guess it'll be okay. Like that. And then the cement. The cement. I need the cement now. Okay, so you got the cement, chemistry station, forge, workbench. Okay, so that's the way it looks so far. Let me see what else I need to put. I don't think there's anything else to put. I'm gonna see what other stuff I can put. I think that's pretty much it. I don't think I need anything else. I think that's it. What's this? The heck is this shit? Okay, I think I can do that for now. This is basically the little working area, basically. So I got the workbench, I got the forge, I got the chemistry station, and I got the cement mixer. That's for this wall. So this room is actually the working area. So you got the, like I said, you got the little workbench, the forge, chemistry station, and the cement mixer. I think that's all I need. I think that's all it is for that, for this room, for that wall. So I guess I can leave the floor the way it is for this room. So I don't have to change it. So I'll just leave it the way it is. So that's pretty much it for this wall. It's just what I said. So just the workbench, the forge, the chemistry station, and the cement mixer. To make it look like an actual working area. And then over here, you see I got space here for this wall and for this wall to be able to do the if I need to add storages, I can add it on this wall, like stuff for, yeah, I can probably put storages on this wall for, like, as a matter of fact, might as well just do it, like, for this, like, where's the storage is at? I know I saved it. And it's steel storages, by the way, so we can do something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this side of the wall will be the storages. And that should be plenty of storages for stuff that I smelt. This is just the storages for, like, stuff that I work from over here. And over here, I might be able to add a little bit more storages, or I can probably use this wall to continue this, to add more. Maybe I can add another forge here, or another working. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and get the working bench to make it really look like an actual working area. Where is the... I'm probably gonna have to get the damn thing again. Let's get the working bench real quick. Okay, we still got time. Let's put the working bench here. And then the forge. The forge, and you know what? I guess you can have... Well, I don't know if I want to be able to add the chemistry station there. So maybe I just add another... Actually, what we can do I can do something like that. You know, to make it look more like an actually working area. You know what I mean? Instead of looking so plain, it won't look so empty. That's what I'm basically doing. It's just basically a decoration. But I can probably use these little stuff for like actually a little. It's just to make it look like a storage room, pretty much. Where's this other cement mixer? Because I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna be actually doing stuff, you know. I'm not actually gonna be like doing anything. You know, I'm probably not gonna be actually doing stuff in here. It's just gonna be a make-believe room, you know. Because I'm only gonna do this just for like I said, once I get the tutorial done, I'm probably gonna do the do a blood moon series. So really, majority I probably won't be working in the room actually. This is just gonna be a make believe to make it look like an actual. See, it looks good. Look at that. Look how badass that looks. See, look, this actually looks like a working station, like a working area. You see? But I'm not actually gonna work in here. This is just gonna be a little decoration, like I said. Because like I said, right now I'm just doing a tutorial. This is just a tutorial. You know, so basically I'm just doing that first. And then I'm gonna do a blood moon series. Okay, so pretty much I'm not gonna be working in here. I'm not gonna be working in here actually. I'm not actually gonna be working in here. This is just gonna be a make-believe, a decoration showing that it's actually a working area. So those of y'all that like this, y'all can do this. If y'all want to actually build this, y'all can. That's the whole purpose of the tutorial. And you can actually use this room for an actually working area. But what I'm saying is I'm probably not gonna be working in here. This is just gonna be a little setup, you know. Because like I said, once I get this done, the tutorial, then I'm just gonna be doing the blood moon series. So really, majority, I'm not gonna be actually working in here. This is just a decoration setup to show y'all, so y'all can build and y'all can actually use this as an actually working area. This is just like a little idea, you know. You can actually put stuff in the forge. In other words, I'm not gonna use the forge. I'm not gonna use the forge. I'm not gonna use the working bench, the chemistry station, the cement, the other forge, and so on and so forth. I'm not actually gonna use it. I'm not gonna use it actually. In other words, I'm not gonna use it for real. It's just gonna be just a decoration. But those of y'all that want to build this, y'all can actually use the room, whatever you want to do. This is just a setup showing you how to do the working area. So you see, it actually does look like it's something in here. So now, since that's pretty much set, let me see. I should probably change let's put the sign on this side. I'm gonna have to make more signs. I'm gonna make more signs real quick. But you get the point. I'm not actually gonna use the working area. I'm just showing y'all how. I'm just basically doing it so y'all can see, so y'all can do it. You know, I'm not actually gonna use the cement or the other stuff. It's just a decoration for y'all. If y'all want to build it, y'all can. And y'all can use it for real, you know. Because like I said, I'm not actually gonna use the actual thing, because I'm not gonna be doing that actually, because I'm just doing the blood moon series. Let's put it right here. So this same way, go here, and I'm gonna put working area. Working. Working area. This is the working area, and then you got the kitchen. So now this is the power room, generator room. So I ain't gonna mess with this room until the actual part when I set up the lighting and stuff. So I'm gonna leave that alone. This, I'm probably gonna do this off the video. I'll probably do this off the video. This is gonna be like, I'm probably gonna do a little room, and have one side for storages for the ammo and guns, and then the shooting range. So I'll do that off the video. And the kitchen, the only thing I'm gonna do off the video is to change the floor and then do the tables, and then change this out. Put the door over here, actually, double door. And then this is the okay, this is actually the storage room. So for the storage room, I can actually can do something like this. Is pretty much just gonna be like a bunch of crates and shit, so I'm probably gonna do something like this. This is pretty much a storage room. Make sure I get it right. Okay, so I'll continue this off the video. Pretty much it's gonna, well, actually, maybe, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to change the wall with the door over here. I'm probably gonna put the door more over here. Yeah, this is gonna be basically the storage area. So for that, I need to get a sign. I'm going to get a sign. Actually, I should have put two signs. Craft another sign. So I'm probably gonna have to put it right there. Okay. This is gonna be storage room. Storage room. Okay, this is the storage room. But I'm probably gonna have to change put the door actually over here. I'm probably gonna put the door over here. But pretty much this is the storage room. And this is the bedroom. Okay, I'm probably gonna do the bedroom off the video as well. I'm probably gonna do it off the video. Pretty much it's common sense. It's a bedroom. What does a bedroom have? A bed. As a matter of fact, I can go ahead and put me a bed real quick. Let's see if I can find a bed real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and put me a bed real quick. This is gonna be pretty much a bedroom, pretty much. Okay, so I'm gonna do this off the video for the bedroom. And then this is the storage room. And what I'm gonna do off the video is change the door and put it over here. And then do the bedroom. And then change the kitchen. Okay, do the working area. Just put the door more over here. And then the kitchen. Change the floor. And then put the table. And then put the door over here. And then the shooting range in the little room for the supply room for the weapons and ammo. And then the generator room will be on that part when I actually do the setup for the light. But other than that, that's gonna be it. That will be it for this video. Pretty much it's just for this part video, it's pretty much setting up the rooms. You see, I'm gonna say this again. This is the storage room. See the sign? But I'm gonna have to do this off the video. I'm gonna have to change the door and put it over here on this side. I'm gonna put the door on this side so it will be leveled out. This is just the storage room. And then this is the bedroom. So that's the bedroom. And then the working area is this. Okay. Again, I'm probably gonna change the door over here. And then this is the kitchen. Okay. And then this will be the shooting range with the little room with the supply room with to keep the ammo and the weapons. And then the shooting range will be out that way. And then this will be the generator room. And then this is the hallway. And then the other hallway's right here. This will take you out to the base. Okay, so that's it. That's it pretty much. So what I'm gonna do off the video is changing the kitchen floor, and then the door, and then pretty much it. I'm gonna finish that off the video, just changing the stuff. Oh, also probably over here, I probably won't do it over here, probably right here, this room, I'm probably gonna make this a room. This is gonna be a room for the medics. This will be the medic room. So I can actually put it like, probably like right here. This will be big enough for the medic. I'm just gonna have like a few crates and stuff to keep all the medical stuff, like the, you know, like the medic stuff, you know. So that will be a room. So I'm probably gonna do that off the video with that man. So pretty much it's common sense. But like I said, I'm not actually going to use the working area for reals. This is just a little decoration for y'all tutorial. So y'all, when y'all build this, y'all can set it up like this, and y'all can actually do whatever you want. You can actually use the stuff. But I'm not, because I'm not actually going to use the forge. I'm not going to use the workbench, the forge, the chemistry, cement. I'm not actually going to use it. This is just for y'all to build. Okay, so if y'all want to use it, y'all can. This is just a decoration for y'all to build. Okay. Same with the other stuff, because I'm not gonna be messing with all this stuff. The only thing I'll probably be using is the kitchen, of course, to feed this fat ass person. So I'll have the food stuff in here, and then of course the power room, the bedroom, of course, because I have the bed there. And then see, so like I said, this is just for y'all. But other than that, that's gonna be it for this video. This video is a little bit longer because I pretty much did everything, explained what I did on the video, and then what I'm gonna be doing off the video. So this is part 3. This is part 3. This is actually part 3. Part 3, part 3, rooms and storage. Rooms and storage. That's today's part 3 video, is rooms and storage. Basically, just setting up the rooms, and that's pretty much it. So that's gonna be it for this video, part 3. On the next video, part 4, will be the actual bunker structure above ground. So that is gonna wrap it up. That's gonna wrap it up. If you like the chaos, drop a like, hit the subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss the next storm. MrSt0rM's out. I'll see you on the next part tutorial. Push like, subscribe, comment. Like I said, don't be afraid, and continue liking my tutorial, and get ready for the Blood Moon series. Okay, I'll see you on the next tutorial. Laters.